Hi guys, welcome back on my channel. Dorota Palicka, International Nail Artist and Educator here, and today we are going to do an really easy design with some inks. You can have a wee preview of it in here. So we are going to create some beautiful marble with a little bit of the gold detail, and I hope you will really enjoy watching this tutorial. If you're new in here, hit the subscribe button, as there is lots of tutorials. By lots, I mean like actually few hundreds now, so you need to check them out. Also, if you're watching this video as well and you want to recreate this look, hashtag Dorota Palicka on Instagram and other social medias, as I will be very happy to see it, your work as well. And once sometimes we are putting a video of the subscriber work, so you might have a chance to see your work there as well. But let's start doing this beautiful design. We are going to have a fun with this design. If this is a first tutorial you're watching, make sure you check how to build up the nails, and then you could use this design on top of the nails. Like I'm showing tutorials how to sculpt the nails, how to do them on the tips, and now we are going to do the design. So I'm using the Born Pretty ink pigments, and they actually fab. So this set is going to be so quick and easy. Basically what you're doing is you can just apply the ink first of all over. Once the top coat goes over it, it will go pink, but in the meantime, it will turn purple. So I'm just applying the ink all over, and you can do it at actually the messier, the better. I even don't have to pick up the tips. I don't need steady hand. I'm just slapping it on. Really fun design. But you have to watch for your hands, and you have to watch for anything you're working on, because the pigments really stain the nails and everything around. And then let's do some marbles, and here opposite way. And again. So basically I'm just doing squiggles. And each time when the ink kind of cross over, it creates a beautiful marble. There is no quicker way of doing a great marble. Honestly, the messier you work with it, the nicer results you get. And you really carry on until you're happy with it. Once it's dry, it will have a purple color, but then when we put the top coat over it, it will go nice pinky shade. And then you've got some alcohol in here, so I can smudge it even more. And for that I'm using an old brush. Of course you could use the one from the bottle, but it's better to do it with the smaller brush. Just to get a little bit more interesting look. So the alcohol works almost like a eraser and removes the ink in some places. Then with the small brush, I'm just going to touch up the places. And then when you're happy with it, put it on the side. And now we are going to paint the next part of this design. So on my mixing palette, I'm going to mix some chrome pigment. And this is a mixture which I have created by mixing silver and a gold, because most of the gold chromes are really yellow. And I like this one because it's a mix, just the gold and the silver, to create a really nice and beautiful color. To save the time, and so we don't have to buff the nails, I'm going to use the top coat, which is a top coat with the inhibition layer. So this is a soak of top gel, and then I've got also high shine. High shine is top coat which is dry, and this one is a wet top coat. So the gel polish and any kind of gel sticks in only to the rough surface or to the sticky surface. So I need this inhibition layer for the next part of the design. So apply this top coat. And you can see the marbles become even more beautiful. And then give it a cure. Do the same on this one. Absolutely stunning. And I have created similar designs with the inks, and then I have applied some Aurora pigment over it. Oh my goodness, guys, it looks so fantastic. So that's another idea for you as well, what you could do it. Okay, and then put it inside. Once the tip is cured, then we are going to paint the next part. Well, let me clean my brush. And for cleaning my brushes, I'm using the UV cleanser. This is a damaged brush which I'm using for the crystals picking up. But if I want to have nice brush, I kind of roll it and drag it so I can get a nice point. And you can see it, I have already straightened up this brush a little bit. So it's all depending how you clean it. But it's honestly, it's a damaged brush. And this one is a good brush. So to keep it in shape, you kind of roll it and dragging it to have a really nice point. And that's the D-liner brush, and that's the brush which we are going to use for painting the words on this. But let's mix the glitter first. So take a drop of the old top coat. Actually, I've got some old in here. So drop of the old top coat on my mixing palette, and then just add a tiny bit of the chrome over it. And using the old brush, just mix this chrome. And what is great, you can mix any kind of color of the chrome to get a really nice glittery gel polish, basically. And now we are going to paint the next part of this design. So I'm just picking up a little bit on my D-liner brush. And now going to paint with it. Like, you have to have the right amount of the top coat. You don't want to have too much top coat in there, but at the same time you don't want too little pigment as well. Okay, so just painting those wee hearts. And when we're painting with the gel polish, which has glitter, and the glitter is kind of more larger sizes, so sometimes it is difficult to get a really nice shape of the painting with the glitter. That's why I quite like painting with the pigment. And then the third one for a balance. Give it a cure. Let me find the middle finger because they all kind of similar size. So the largest one is a middle finger. Which one is the largest? Left one, you think? I think the middle one. And this one has a size 5, and I think I'm right. This one has a size 4, yes it is, and this one is 5. Okay, so on this one we are going to write the letters. So I'm picking up the pigment on my brush, And first of all, you want to indicate your painting. So you will paint very kind of quick and don't bother about the perfection of it. Okay, there are places where I have almost not left product. But I want to know where my shape is going to be. Okay, so once I have indicated, like kind of almost same like you would paint it on the piece of paper, then you pick up more glitter and you go over those places. Now we are on the letter O. And I love this combination of the color. This is so delicate on the pink. I'm just checking if the camera can catch it. Yes, camera catching it. Okay, so I'm still perfecting the places by applying a bit more glitter. Just on the top we are going to put another heart, very tiny one. And then when you're happy with it, give it a cure. And those fingers feels really empty, so we need to decorate them as well. So pick up the pigment and outline it. I love this shade like of the gold, like it's really delicate one. And when painting with the glitters, you have to make sure you've got kind of even pressure on your brush, so you leave the same amount of the glitter everywhere. Freeze it. And do exactly the same on this one. And when you're working with your brush, if it splits a little bit, like I want to pick up a decent amount of the glitter, but when it splits, you have to kind of roll it again. And if I would painted this on top of the client hand as well, I would twist their fingers into the different directions as well. This is always very helpful when you're painting. And same when we apply the hard gel as well or acrylics, you would twist the client hand into the direction which is the comfiest one for you and which helps you move the product, so the gravity does the job for you as well. And then cure it inside. Now the one with the loaf is ready to top coat it, so I'm just taking the High Shine No Wipe Top Gel and apply the top coat on the entire tip. So does the pinkies already. Apply the top coat. And then same on this one, V heart. So very elegant design, not over the top. Okay, almost there with this one. And usually it's better if you do uneven numbers. So when you're painting the love heart shapes, you would do either 3 or 5 or 7. I don't think so 2 would look nice. I mean, if you've got a bigger amount of them, then maybe no one would see it straight away. It is an even number, but I quite like to working with uneven numbers. And here just a 1. And the easiest way for me to paint the shape of the heart is to have like a blob of the product on the top, paint one part, blob of the product, paint other part, and then just perfect the shape. With the nail products, like on a piece of paper, I would paint it slightly different. With the nail products, this is the easiest way for me to do it. And we just need to top coat them. So this one, I shine no wipe top gel. Nothing too complicated once you know how to control your brush a little bit. And like with every design, it's always a matter of practicing. And inside, and I show you the final look, so I'm just going to pick up my tip holder because I think they look much nicer when they all close together. And this is a middle finger, and I'm using a blue tack to stick them in. Then I've got pinky, tiny little pinky. This is such a nice combinations of the colors, like really nice. Then I've got huge thumb. And because it's bigger, you can also see it a little bit better, the writing on it. Then this one will be the index finger. Yes, I'm fussy even on the way how the tips lie on this plate. I've got actually so many of them that I have no clue where to keep them anymore. I've got so many display cases and they all fill. Oh, tiny bit more. I don't want to put too much because then they don't sit nice. That's it. It's holding now. Yeah, so that's the design which we have created today. And you can see it in full glory. and nothing over the top. Really nice and marble design. Glittery hacks, and bye for now.